Hello everybody, it's the Wendy and Shane Show. We're in day 2 of loading. Yesterday was a little bit difficult. I had to take some Tums. We ate all that food that we showed you, or not all of it, but a significant majority of it. And we even got a Mooyah burger, so we're going to post that YouTube. We ordered for 3 to 4 at Mooyah's, which is a build your own burger.
Welcome to Mooyah! Back with your HCG diet.
Yep, and yesterday was the start of HCG, and both Shane and I felt a little strange yesterday. A little bit,
Kind of tingly, spacey feeling for me.
A little tiny bit on the dizzy side. I know that we're doing an HCG that has a appetite suppressant in it, so maybe that's what was getting me a little bit on the kind of uneasy, dizzy side, slightly, not too bad. But I'm really sensitive to any medication, so I could definitely feel it was in the system. You can definitely feel it's working, and it's interesting how you put it under your tongue and it kind of tingles, and then the tingling sensation goes away after about a minute. So you can definitely tell that it's absorbing into your system, and you can feel it. We're kind of interested because the HCG took so long to get here from Drug Delivery CA that we ordered it from a place in Arizona, and we're doing the drops sublingually. So it should be interesting. We only have a 15-day supply of drops, and then we'll be changing over to the HCG that we make ourselves and mix ourselves. So
It'll be interesting to compare and contrast. Yeah. I thought I would want to share a little bit about my life before the diet, since I'm hoping it will be a total transformation. And before, I weighed 234 2 days ago, 237 after loading. We're going to be doing our measurements after this tape, and basically just had low energy in the afternoons from about 3 to 5, had to rely on caffeine and other things to keep me going. I'm really hoping that this loss of weight will allow me to run more. I also went running, and my right knee just started to swell up. I think the extra pounds, my kids call it my tubba lubba, and it just put extra strain and duress on my knees. And so I'm looking forward to less weight to pack around, more energy, and just the good self-esteem that comes from being in shape.
It's really difficult at this point. I mean, most people, when you're starting the HCG diet, you don't feel good about yourself anyway. Then you're loading. It's really difficult to do that because you're at the top of your weight, and now you're adding some, and there's a little bit of, worry, is it really going to work? So, I have a little bit of that now as we're on our day 2 of loading. It's a little bit scary. I went up like a whole percentage point on my whole body composition of fat. So it's a little scary to just let yourself go and load for those 2 days. But I've read so many posts that if you're not loading correctly, eating too much sugar and not enough fat, that it really hinders you during the whole protocol, the whole 30, 40 days, whatever you're doing. So I feel really good about that we're loading. And I think my favorite thing to do is cream puffs. You can get them at Costco, are 22 grams of fat per 6, and they're just so easy to eat.
With a lot of cream in the middle.
Yeah, so man, that's a really good way to get a ton of fat in a really short amount of time. So I feel like we're loading properly, so really curious if that is taking away the hunger as we move along.
And explain where you got that scale. It's a pretty neat scale.
Oh yeah, I got a scale from Walmart that was $39, and it tracks your water. It tracks the whole composition of your body. It scans your body from your feet up, and it tracks your water, how much a percentage your body is of water,
Body
and
fat.
body fat, and then your calorie, how much you weigh. But then it also has 4 different programmable settings that you can put in your
4 different individual users.
yeah, 4 individual users, and then you can program what your goal weight is, and it tells you how, if you've gained or lost, and it's kind of interesting just to be able to follow that along. And a scale like that 10 years ago would have been astronomically expensive, so it's kind of fun.
Great. I'm trying to think of anything else to share.
I'm nervous about tomorrow. It will be our first day. We're actually traveling. We're moving to Frisco, Texas from Salt Lake City, Utah. And I don't like to fly very much, and I get motion sick really easily. So a little bit nervous about eating 500 calories and the whole composition of, and I'm sure a lot of you out there, if you're not eating enough, that you get shaky and jittery, and it's this next week is going to be a real test, and it should be interesting how hard this is and how easily that transition is from not being able to eat and having your body adjust to that, to getting to that point that I've read so many people are doing on this diet. If you can stick it out a week, that you're not hungry anymore. I'm really excited to actually see that happen, and excited to tell you that it actually happens, because I'm nervous.
And one last thing that came to my mind is just that people will start asking you, what are you doing? Well, yesterday we were loading, and we did explain it to the Muya waitress, because she was a little bit concerned about us. But the bottom line is, I think that if you read Pounds and Inches, and you can take some little key points from that to explain it. And I've been saying to people, it's tricking your body like you're pregnant, and it just tells the body to feed off of the fat cells, and that most people seem to understand that, but they're still kind of in awe that you'd only eat 500 calories. And so I think that if you could explain a little bit more about the science, this is really the power of science in this diet, and how your body works, and the hypothalamus and hormones, and re-regulating your body. So do some research on that, so that you don't have some people telling you you're crazy, you shouldn't be doing this, so that you can defend your decision and stay true to your diet plan.
You don't tell them anything.
Yeah, that's option 2.
And
don't say anything.
I like Mama Clock. She says she's on the butt diet. So you can just pick anything and just tell people that you're eating. It's only these 2 load days that people just think you're crazy, just.
The 500 calories. It's going to
It's
be hard
really-
for us. We're going to be with family for a full week.
Yeah.
And her mom's already putting on the guilt, saying, why don't you start the diet later? We're going to be eating salmon and ribeye steak. And so we're already getting some pressure that
But
to
we
be
can
mainstream.
eat ribeye steak. So
100 grams.
100 grams, that's fine. You can
Yeah.
still eat with them. Okay, we're tuning out, and not going to take too much of your time.
Take
And
care.
We'll see you tomorrow.